Hey Slashers, today we're going to be talking about the Get to the Van pack. It is a brand new addition for Escape from Tall Oaks that adds an alternate route of escape for when you're playing the game. Let's begin with setup. As this is an addition for Escape from Tall Oaks, the rules are going to be practically the same except for a couple differences. First, you're going to remove the task cards and the task tokens as well as helipad tokens from the game. Next, you're going to place the van token in the center of the board in the Tall Oaks Rec Center. This will be at the end of the game where you're trying to get to escape the town. The pack comes with 4 new supply cards, which are actually the pieces that you need to find to complete the van. You're going to take those and shuffle those into the supply deck. There are then 4 corresponding tokens that you can place off the board. As you collect and find these different pieces, you'll be trying to get them to the center of the board to piece back together the van. And so as you make your way there, you'll drop these tokens off in there. As gameplay progresses, what you'll be trying to do is not only will you be trying to rescue your friends as usual to add to your final scenes card, but you'll also be trying to search different locations to find those van tokens. As you get into locations and perform your searches, when you find those van pieces, you're going to next try to attempt to get to the Tall Oaks Rec Center to drop them off. As you make it to the Tall Oaks Rec Center, you'll place the card off board and drop the token inside the board, like so. As each van item is a supply, it will take up 1 spot in your inventory, meaning if you're holding 2 supplies at the current moment, you'll have to drop one of those in order to add it to your inventory to take it to the Tall Oaks Rec Center. Like the task cards in the standard game of Escape from Tall Oaks, 2 of the van supplies will actually call slashers to the board. In order to acquire that van item, you'll have to defeat the slasher. If the player wins, they acquire the van item and can then return it to the Tall Oak Rec Center. If a player loses, the slasher stays in the location. The player is moved to the nearest starting point and the van item card will remain in that location until it is acquired by another player. Players will continually have to try and fight the slasher in order to acquire that card. Once all 4 van item cards have been acquired and returned to the Tall Oaks Rec Center, the van is then fixed. From there, any players who have acquired all the rescues for their final scenes dude cards can then flip them over. Just like a standard game of Escape from Tall Oaks, players will then know what location their final rescue token should reside in. The players will make their way to there, battle the final slasher, and if successful, can then take their token and make their escape to the Tall Oaks Rec Center. The first player to make it with their final rescue token to the Tall Oaks Rec Center and get to the van wins the game. Along with a new mode of play included in the Get to the Van pack, there also comes a new survivor. And like all survivors, Cherry comes with her own unique special ability. Her ability allows that even with low health, she can still roll with 2 dice, allowing her to continually move at the same pace as usual, whereas other players with low health will have to roll 1.